Hello guys, welcome to my review. I'm about to get kicking. So this is still Throwdown. I'm so excited to do this review. I haven't done this for so long, man. I'm sorry guys for my absence of doing this review with the TV. So I'm just so excited, man. Everything's back to normal, bitch. So this is gonna be some good stuff. The Slammy Awards overall was very good. I was so into it. I'm so into the hype of the theme song of the best song from the Last Train to Paris. So let's get this thing kicking. And I'm catching up. This is just the best moment of all time. So we'll cherish every moment of 2010 because 2011 is along the way. So let's get it kicking. So the opening of the award show actually looked like a real award show. They did a heck of a job at it, especially when Diddy saw Good Morning. That just got me more hype. I wish P. Diddy was there to perform live. I mean, it would just been epic. I heard P. Diddy was going to perform at the Tribute to the Troops, so hopefully he does Hello Good Morning mode. See how Nicki Minaj and Roster, they'll be interesting. This is just so interesting. So this is just epic. So let's move on. Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler. Alright, everything's back to normal. So they didn't further the storyline. This is actually quite hilarious. They actually got back and now they're calling again. So this is gonna be great. Oh man, see, they're going at it. This is still epic. So they're trying to do their rep despite them being commentate broadcast partners. So apparently it was epic. So moving on, we have David Arquette who comes out and presents an award, and apparently he's been a good host. It's been great to have a guest host for an award show. I mean, why would they have an award show without a guest host? 2009, 2010 was good, but Dennis Richardson I think was even a better host. He made this award show even better, and I really liked it. So here are the nominees for Best Shocking Moment of the Year. So they made it look realistic, and I like how realistic they did this award show, and I was just so into it. It was like watching a real award show, and that's what they did. I think I really put a lot of credit for them doing something like this. So it's The Miz, The Nexus taking over WWE, and this was actually epic. Paul Bearer turning on The Undertaker to become the world champion, or Randy Orton punting him to the head, and apparently the winner was Nexus. And I think the Nexus Cena storyline was weak. Cena should have been gone for over a week because it's a stupid PG show. I don't blame the kids, I blame the writers. I mean, if he was gone for a week and he never showed up, this would have been golden. I mean, the storyline would be better, and the kids would have brought more heat to the Nexus. I think I would have played it off better, especially for a PG show. I would have played off this whole fire thing even better. So, actually would be tears to see John Cena gone once Nexus comes out. They could just shove Nexus down their throat, and, that's what I got. Wade Barrett gave a stanky speech. Eddie still, want to thank, Wade Barrett for, he accepts awards on his behalf, and then he comes out. And then eventually, soon, we have a match. They get booked to a match, because it's what Dawes Joe Manager says, and he gets his match against the Big Show. I didn't like how that match went, because Wade Barrett, just walks out of the ring and gets a count out after poking Big Show in the eye. He walks out after a count out and nailed the cheap shot. I think it was stupid. I think Wade Barrett should have just pulled a clean victory and then just got down to business. That would just been even more better, I have to say. So, my comment about the Slammy Award, people have been saying this is just to further storylines. I really personally think it is. They need to do an award show for all the wrestling leagues, like Ring of Honor, TNA, and WWE, because, I mean, just because WWE is the face of wrestling entertainment, they have their own Slammy Awards, so we'll see that going on about. So we have the next award, which is Despicable Me, for me. And Kelly, you know, comes out, and I think this was quite interesting. As she presents it with, I like his music, with his new bodyguard, Jackson Andrews. I think this was silly. I had a weird dream. We both beat down tight on David Hart Smith. It was a weird dream because we had a match.
Kelly, I'm going to take a detour here for a moment.
And you know, Tyson Kidd and Kelly nailed these silly, wise, cracking comments, and says supercuts, and that's what happened. So, moving on, we have Drew McIntyre's nominee. It was a good nominee. Kane burying alive The Undertaker, because they put him in a vegetative state. Mr. McMahon low blowing Bret Hart after congratulations, thank you for the memories. And we have CM Punk singing Happy Birthday. So, fortunately, CM Punk gets the win. One of the members of the announce team who was able to win the award. So CM Punk was actually funny. He said, I want to thank you. If you achieve yourself, all your dreams come true. And he actually played it off very well. I was actually laughing because this was just hilarious and it was golden. I mean, CM Punk actually did a heck of a job at it, man. He just played it off like he won for doing something evil. So, I like how it played off very fair, and I think I would have done stuff like this. This was very entertaining, so I personally think it's hilarious.
I want you to know that there will come a day.
So he was talking about, you know, holding grudges, saying he do not forgive, nor he do not forget. So, we get a little taste of who could it be. It could be The Big Show or Rey Mysterio. I know I tweeted someone Straight Savior saying, I don't know if you subscribe to Straight Savior, but he said, I tweeted him saying, do you think they may have another CM Punk Big Show feud? He said he hopes to God not. And he actually tweeted me that, and that was just hilarious. I mean, it was hilarious because he didn't want CM Punk Big Show feud, because CM Punk never was able to beat Big Show, just like he was to beat Rey Mysterio. But I think he may feud with Rey Mysterio and turn heel again. This would be epic. He's been an epic heel, though. So, after that, we have Daniel Bryan, Kingston, and Ted DiBiase in a match with Dolph Ziggler. That match fared off okay, but I think this was silly that we have a Kingston Ziggler rebirth feud. Like, they do these same boring feuds. They need, like, I don't know any other contenders that would feud with Dolph Ziggler, who is as good as a face as Kofi Kingston, because MVP is now gone. So, it could be Caval. They need to rebirth that feud with Caval. I don't know why they just dropped the feud so quickly. So, Kofi Kingston tries to nail his Trouble in Paradise. Ted DiBiase attempts to break up the 3 count. It backfired in a serious way, so like it was quite. I find it quite interesting because it wasn't botched, but he thought he broke up the 3 count. It turned out he did it. Oh, but no, that backfired in a major way. So they were arguing to the ref as Kofi Kingston and Bryan were celebrating with the Bellas. So this was actually quite epic, I have to say. But this was a good match. The match played off very well, I have to say. It did. It played off fairly well and fairly even, but hopefully if the ball was there, it'd be interesting. That'll be a good, refreshing feud right there. So for guest star shining moments of the year, Santino, this was actually quite hilarious. So Santino made a wisecrack about Kozlov getting embarrassed by the 2 guest hosts, the McGroovers, and I think he was quite golden. And so gorgeous. But yeah. Anyway, we have Kozlov and Santino. This is.
Was humiliated by the entire cast of McGruber.
Man, Kozlov is gonna squash McGruber. I personally think that was gonna happen, but
Sakina mentioned McGruber as this year's Lennis.
this is the most hilarious move. But Kozlov could have won, but then Kali came in and beat down Kozlov because that was this era. Who can forget the time you immediately apologize? Oh man, I was just laughing my guns off and then said to your because this was actually hilarious. This was a believable award show and they did a heck of a job at this one. I was quite blown away by this one because this really brought house. I'm telling you, this did brought house. And this was quite amazing. So the nominees were well, Mike Tyson, who else? Pee Wee Herman, Wayne Brady, Shatner. I think it should have went to Mike Tyson, but yeah, PG. So they did Pee Wee Herman. So Pee Wee was hilarious. I like his confrontation with the man when he said, "Get out of my ring! This you said the secret word, ring." Oh man, this is just hilarious.
It was one of the most exciting things I've ever experienced. I'm ready to come back whenever you'd like me.
Oh man, this is just golden, and I really like this one right there. It was just very good. So after that, after Pee Wee Herman accepts his award, we get a segment with Otunga and A-List and Barrett in the Nexus crew. And then we have Otunga, who's apparently saying that you didn't know what you're doing right here. And Wade Barrett says, oh, he has a plan. So this is a good build-up segment, but I really think the storyline was weak because he could have said John Cena could have been absent for weeks, and then Barrett said, yeah, I'm gonna reinstate John Cena. But if he wouldn't have decided to hire Cena if Cena was gone this long, because this just it changes a lot of urgency in him to rehire Cena. So apparently we had a filler match, and Rhodes did look terrible at the beginning, but able to pull off a surprising upper head because he did his huge knee drop, and Mark Henry had a good upper hand, but man, he's been jobbing to people, and he's supposed to be the world's strongest man. He's supposed to be a main eventer right now. I mean, he always has these epic push every time he's a heel, but when he's a face, he's like jobbing to people. I think this is terrible, but yeah, Cody Rhodes pulled off a good win, but this booking really was terrible. I mean, Cody Rhodes could at least face Caval and win. But no, it was an inter-promotion. But yeah, he could have fought at least Yoshitatsu. This would have been a better match. That's all I have to say for this match. So, the people to present the awards are Jerry Lawler and Vicky Guerrero, who says her catchphrase, "Excuse me," and the fans just hate Vicky so much. So yay, we get... Apparently, Jerry King Lawler makes the most hilarious jokes as she talks about...
With my pet lizard.
What was wrong with him?
Reptile dysfunction.
And Vicky made some funniest cracks. And he talks about cracks about when The Miz cost the WWE champion. That was hilarious. I didn't think this was just goofy. Why do they have the holy... It's like, why can't they just say... It's like, why couldn't they just say holy cow or holy moly? Like, they have to do some garbage like this saying holy... I think this was ridiculous. But yeah, Vicky made a small crack about it.
Ziggler has every time you model some new lingerie for him.
This was hilarious. And then Jay Lawler made some funniest crack jokes here when he said,
When you go in a restaurant, it shows you the menu and you say, I'll take it.
"Excuse me!" Oh my god, I love that catchphrase. I always say it to a friend of mine named Vicky when she says excuse me. This was actually golden right there. This was a believable award show. Because she said she lost some weight and maybe you should go around fighting. And then she says, oh man, and here's the holy word moment of the year. Kofi Kingston doing a move drop off the ladder. John Cena attitude adjustment or Randy Orton. Yeah, that should have won holy moment of the year. That was just the worst. It's just the further storylines. I think this is what I can't stand. It's just so fixed. They're doing this just so Wade Barrett can come out and try to reinstate John Cena. So it didn't look like a real award show, but they made it very believable. It would have been better if Randy Orton won, because that looked like a win right there. And this is what, you know, kids don't really get. They just try and open this up just so they could reinstate John Cena in the middle of the show. But yeah, Randy Orton should have won. That was the most believable RKO on the planet. But yeah, moving on, we get John Cena, who comes out, and you know, he comes out through the audience and he says, oh, you know, now I have to, now he says, oh, he decides to reinstate John Cena into the WWE, but then he explains his reasons why. And then he explains the reason why, in which, he finally gets beat down by the Nexus, and the Nexus finally get huge, major roundhouse payback. And I think this Free or Fire stipulation was very weak, because Cena should have been gone for a week, like I said, or for over like 2 weeks. Makes this more believable. Fans, Nexus should gain some real, true hatred right there, and that's what it's about. Dude, I can't look a little funky here tonight, but it's crazy. They have it's kind of crazy. They had this guy dressing up or redressing, especially the PG show. They make it more interesting, but I think they go a little overboard with this PG now. But yeah, this show was quite interesting. So he made the funniest joke that he was about to change his outfit. Especially now, 2011 is around the corner practically, and I'll be out of town. So this makes it even more better than I thought. So. The reaction of the year. So it's weird they have that nominee and it surprised everyone. So we had this reaction with the kid, the girl crying, this guy, well, like, funniest thing, and then they had the Angry Miz girl. And I really think the Angry Miz girl should have won. And how'd they find her? She went there live with her dad on one side, and she looked a little quite shy, and this was actually good. Dang, look how shy she is. Like, she barely talked, and she was like, oh man, it's great to see her live. So the Miz just came out and tell her to do that angry face one more time. I don't know if she did, but oh yeah, she did right there. And the Miz took the award, and then she just walked off. I think she should have just took the award back and then walk off. But that was just weird that they brought her here live. So I would love to be part of the WWE universe, but I'm not part of the WWE universe. So he pulls off a promo saying he's going to tune in TLC, he's going to beat Randy Orton. But it's weird, the Slammy Awards is before TLC instead of after. So what's the craziest part is, with Michael Cole, he says this. So he claims to say, oh, he apologized to the Miz, interrupts them. I'm trying to get the part where he says this. And apparently he says this.
Sorry to interrupt, but I've got to read this GM message.
So not GM. So he states that him and Randy are going to face two former champions. So Miz had his match with Rey Mysterio, which I don't think I ever saw before. And Rey Mysterio and Miz were able to pull off a good match. Good, even high-flying match. But that match was okay. I mean, and then the next thing, Alberto Del Rio gets involved. And Miz winds up striking Del Rio. And it makes the match more interesting. Because, you know, Alberto Del Rio's feud has been high heats. And Miz winds up accidentally striking Del Rio. It did look fake right there. And then he winds up, Miz winds up getting an upset win after Del Rio gets involved. And he tricks him, which he never saw. And then the Miz pulled off a 1, 2, 3, and it worked off quite fair. So Del Rio did a good job interfering in this match. He's playing an incredible here. So then they announced it'll be Arquette versus Randy Orton, and Orton versus Arquette and Riley in a handicap match, which is going to appear on a little bit later tonight. So I can't wait about this.